Someone told me once that you can make a big university small, but you can't make a small university big. And for me, Lyman Briggs does everything.
I flew from Karachi, Pakistan to come to Michigan State, and Lyman Briggs was the best place within Michigan State for me to come to because it was such a small community and it was really easy for me to fit in.
I have this very close association with the faculty and with the students, and I feel like I'm a member of a community, but at the same time I get to take advantage of all the awesome things that are happening on campus as a whole.
As an out-of-state student coming to Michigan State, it was kind of different because I'm about 4 hours from home, from the Chicago area. So I wasn't sure, would I get to know people? The Lyman Briggs was key to being able to get to know people and then enjoy the Big Ten community.
I think there's just so much to when people say that they feel like they're part of this community. If I think about when people consider themselves Briggsies and those kinds of things, I think it's an identity and it's an experience that people live through, and it's something that they relate to. It might be different for each person, but for them it's a Briggs experience that is probably something that they wouldn't have had somewhere else.
If I had to describe Lyman Briggs in one phrase, I would say that it's a scientifically charged family.
Half the faculty are scientists, and the other half are historians, philosophers, and sociologists of science. So everybody's talking about science, and all our students are science majors.
It's astounding how good these guys are at what they do and how high up in their field and how respected they really are.
As professors, we understand that students are people too. They have interests outside of our class. You know, they might be interested in poetry, music, art, or whatever, and they're people. And I think after a little while, the students get to know that we're people too. Like in my spare time, I promote rock concerts, and they know I'm way into music, and you get to know each other a bit more so than just, I'm a chemistry professor teaching you chemistry, and unless you're asking me about chemistry, I don't care about you. That's not what Briggs is.
One of my favorite things about Lyman Briggs, about the class settings, is how interactive the professors can be. Since the classes are a lot smaller than university classes, you really develop strong relationships with your professors.
Starting in freshman chemistry, you get to know your professors really well. You're learning how to do group work and how to present and run scientific experiments.
We're not over-pressuring somebody to come in the front door and know exactly what they want to be. We're giving students an opportunity to come in, build a foundation, develop some skills, and these foundation skills are going to help them in any of a number of different pathways they choose in the sciences. It's a liberally educated scientist that's coming out of Lyman Briggs College, who with our history, philosophy, sociology of science curriculum, have a better understanding of what it means to be a scientist, how science can impact society, how science can impact our world today. It really puts our students in a very good position as they leave the university as this enlightened set of scientists that are liberally educated, but also very specially educated when they're able to focus and concentrate on their major.
A lot has changed in my life in the last year. My parents moved to North Carolina, so I'm an out-of-state student, and I actually changed my major from Lyman Briggs biochemistry to sociology and in business. Lyman Briggs has been really great about the change. I know I can talk to any Lyman Briggs advisor and they're going to give me advice for what I should do.
Yes, I am a science major, but I like to have an art minor and I like to do debates so I can get speaking skills, communication skills, and a few clubs here or there that help me with business aspects, finance, and just it's nice to be well-rounded so that when I graduate, I don't just graduate with a degree, I graduate with an education.
I've decided to stay with the Lyman Briggs community because I love it so much and I do feel a connection to it. I may be a sociology and a business major, but I still love chemistry and biology.
I think that Lyman Briggs is like a great place to academically grow, and that was what was first appealing to me. But after having been in it for 3 years now, I understand its perks.
Since everyone lives in the same general area, it's really easy to form study groups, and it's real easy to seek out help from a fellow classmate.
Definitely for me, coming from a semi-arid area, it's nice to not have to leave the hall during the winter.
My favorite thing is in the winter when it gets cold out. My classes are often downstairs and I can go to physics in my pajamas if I want to. I've been well known for walking around in my polar bear pants.
One of the great things is the cafeteria is open from 7 a.m. to midnight.
You know, your classes are in homes, your labs are in homes.
There's also like a movie theater area in Sparty's. A lot of my friends have done different movie nights there.
Your professors' offices are also in homes, which makes it really convenient to go and see your professor when you have any questions or right before an exam.
There's also musical practice rooms with pianos.
It's also really convenient to have laundry right downstairs in the basement.
And there's even a small workout area in the basement. So living in homes is really like being in a smaller community.
I can't tell you how many friends I have on my floor that are just in the same classes that I'm in. It makes an absolutely enormous difference to have, study buddies down the hall, people that are, going through the same types of classes, that are having the same types of degrees, and we're all interested in the same sorts of things. It builds really great relationships and friendships because we connect on a level that you don't always get.
As a recruitment coordinator, I really want to make sure that the student feels like they fit here. And I'll always tell students, go with your gut. When you walk onto this campus, when you walk through the halls of Holmes Hall and you're talking with Lyman Briggs students and staff and faculty, does it feel like this is the right place for you?
Lyman Briggs is one of the great places in MSU because the teachers focus on you and you succeeding. If I had to choose a different college, I wouldn't.
The environment here that's offered at Briggs is really exceptional, very one of a kind, and yeah, I'm just really blessed to have been here, and I think it's really helped to foster who I am as a person.
Even if you aren't necessarily into science, but you are into technology, mathematics, engineering, I would definitely say consider Lyman Briggs to be one of your top choices if you're coming here as an incoming freshman. It'll be the best experience and you will not regret it.
Select one of the choices below.